Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of how to make an African mask. So I hope you managed to get on okay with using the art straws to make the different features. I have carried on with my mask and this is my completed mask. So as you can see, I've used the art straws to create some eyes. I've used a triangle for the nose, a diamond for the mouth, I've made some circle cheeks, and I did some lines at the top there for the eyebrows. And I've made sure that all of the art straws have been covered in tape, and I've made sure that the tape has been pushed down really firmly around the straws so that the features really stand out. So we are now ready to start adding some colour to our masks. This is the exciting bit. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need some sort of little pot like this, anything you've got at home that your parents are happy for you to use glue and things in. So I've just put some of my PVA glue in the pot here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some water to my PVA. I'm going to water it down so it's much thinner and it's not as thick and gloopy. So I'm going to pour some water in, and then I'm going to use my paintbrush to mix it. So it takes just a little bit of a stir because it can be a little bit lumpy still. It needs the water and the glue to really mix together. But after a good stir, as you can see, my paint is now my glue is watered down and ready for me to use. Okay, so the way that we're going to add colour to our mask is using the tissue paper squares that we've given you in your resource pack. So the first thing I've done is I've taken one of my tissue paper squares and I've ripped it up into little strips because these are going to be easier for me to use to put onto my design. One thing I would say is when you're choosing what colours you want to put on your design, it looks much more effective when you finish if you choose kind of one colour for each feature. So for example, if I chose to do the mouth, I might choose to do kind of maybe red on the diamond shape and then a colour in the middle, rather than just putting all multicolours all over your mask. It might look really bright and like a rainbow, but it will look much more effective if you choose to do different colours in different areas. So that's what we're going to do first. So the first thing I'm going to start with is my mouth, and I'm going to start by doing the inside of my mouth. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my watered down PVA and I'm just going to lay down a little bit of glue in the middle, just like that. Okay, so I put some glue here so that the tissue paper has something to stick onto. I'm then going to take one of my tissue paper strips and I'm going to start laying it down where I want the colour. The nice thing about using the art straws is you've got nice straight edges and you can then line up the tissue paper with the edges. And I've got a little bit too big a piece, so I'm just going to rip off the end of it. When you've put your piece down, you can then take your paintbrush again and paint over the top. Okay, then I'm going to put the next piece on. I'm going to do it this way. Much easier to do when you have both hands. And you can either rip off the excess there, or you can just fold it back on itself, and that will really intensify the colour that you're using as well. Paint back over the top with my glue, make sure it's really pushed down so there's no bits of tissue paper sticking up. Then I'm going to get another piece, maybe go across the middle with this one, pull it down again, try and use as much of the tissue paper as I can. It's much easier if you use small strips of tissue paper like this rather than large pieces or trying to put a whole square piece over. It's easier to break it up into little pieces, and then you have much more control over where you put the colour. So try and get it right into the bottom there. I might fold it up to cover that little bit in the middle. Again, using my watered down PVA to paint over the top. And then I think I just need one other piece maybe down this side, on this edge. And I'm going over again using my PVA. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've managed to put the colour I wanted in the middle of the mouth. What I can do now is I could choose a different colour and maybe place strips over the tops of the art straws to create the outline that I've done with the art straws, because that will again really make the features on your mask stand out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to carry on using the same technique. So I might choose a different colour to line the mouth here where I've used the diamond shape. Then I might put a different colour in the middle of the nose, and again on the outline I might choose a different colour for the cheeks. I might choose one colour for my eyes. I might use strips of tissue paper across the lines at the top, and then I'm just going to choose one colour to do the rest of my face, kind of where the skin would be. I'm just going to choose one colour to be my base colour. So I hope that's clear. It is quite a fiddly process and it will take a while, but that's okay. I hope you enjoy doing it with your families. It's a lovely activity to do together. Take your time. Don't worry if you don't finish it today, you can always carry on with it, and make sure to choose different colours for different parts. So I'm going to let you go away and try and do that activity. I'm going to go away and finish mine, and I'll see you back for part 3 where we can look at our finished masks. See you later. Bye.